All right, Emma. So today, we're really digging into something I think a lot of affiliate marketers, especially those just starting out, or even the seasoned ones, they really miss the boat on this one. It's actually a bit of a game changer.
Ooh, a game changer, James. You've got my attention. Like, are we talking about some new AI tool or what's the buzz here? Because, everyone's always chasing that big hot niche, right?
Exactly, and that's the trap, isn't it? The big hot niches. They're like these massive bustling marketplaces full of vendors all shouting over each other, and you, a lone affiliate, you're trying to get heard? It's a bit like trying to sell ice to an Eskimo, but there are 1,000 other people also trying to sell them ice, and they've already got plenty. It's ridiculously competitive. It's draining, frankly.
Yeah, I totally get that. I mean, every time I look at make money online or weight loss, it's just a sea of identical blogs and YouTube channels. It feels like you need $1 million budget just to get eyeballs. So, what's the alternative then? Because, we still need an audience.
Well, precisely. The alternative, and what we're really going to explore today, is turning your focus from those ocean-sized niches to what I call micro-community gold mines. Instead of trying to be a big fish in a massive shark-infested ocean, we're aiming to be a very respected, valued voice in a much smaller but deeply engaged pond. It's less about scale in terms of numbers and more about depth of connection?
Okay, micro community gold mines. I like the sound of that. But what exactly does that mean in practice, James? Are we talking about really specific Facebook groups or what kind of communities are we hunting for?
Precisely. So picture this. Instead of targeting gamers as a whole, which is massive, you're looking for, let's say, a Discord server dedicated exclusively to speedrunning retro 16-bit JRPGs on specific emulators. Or, instead of healthy eating, it's a private Facebook group for people experimenting with a carnivore diet for autoimmune conditions. Do you see the specificity?
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's super granular. So the idea is that these groups, even if they're small, they're incredibly passionate and tightly knit, right? Like they're really invested in that niche topic.
Absolutely. That's the whole point. These aren't casual browsers, these are enthusiasts, often facing very specific problems or seeking very particular solutions. They've already self-selected into this niche. Their engagement levels are through the roof compared to, say, a broad public forum. And because they're smaller, they're often overlooked by the big budget marketers. It's an arbitrage opportunity?
That's actually really smart. So we're looking for places where people are already congregating around a super specific interest. I'm thinking about those really niche subreddits for specific types of woodworking tools or urban gardening techniques in small apartments, that kind of thing.
Exactly that, Emma. Subreddits, dedicated forums, niche Discord servers, even highly specific YouTube communities or LinkedIn groups. The key is they're not just interested, they're obsessed, and they're actively discussing, troubleshooting, and crucially, often looking for recommendations for tools, services, or products that directly solve their unique niche problems. That's where you come in. Now, the crucial bit, Emma, and this is where most people mess it up. You can't just waltz into these communities and start dropping affiliate links willy-nilly. That's a surefire way to get banned faster than you can say conversion rate optimization.
Yeah, I can imagine. These smaller communities, I bet they're super protective of their space. So, what's the secret sauce then? How do you actually get accepted and build that trust without just, being that affiliate guy?
It's all about providing genuine value, first and foremost. You join the community, you engage naturally, you answer questions, you share your own expertise, you participate in discussions. You become a valued member, right? It's a marathon, not a sprint. Think of it as cultivating a garden rather than, just chucking seeds everywhere and hoping something grows.
So, you're actually spending time in there, not just lurking. You're actually like helping people out, contributing, showing you're a real human being who cares about the topic, not just a bot with links.
Precisely. Let's say you're in that speedrunning JRPG community. You're sharing tips on game mechanics, maybe a little trick you found for a specific boss fight, offering encouragement, maybe even creating a small guide or a resource. You establish yourself as someone knowledgeable and helpful, and only once you've built that reputation, that trust, do you even consider introducing an affiliate product.
And even then, I'm guessing it's not a hard sell, is it? It's more about a gentle recommendation or like, hey, I used this and it really helped me with XYZ problem that we all discuss here.
Exactly. It's a soft, relevant recommendation. It comes from a place of genuine assistance, not commission hunting. You're solving a problem they already have, using a product you genuinely believe in because, well, you're part of that community too, or you understand its needs intimately. That authenticity, that's your superpower here, honestly.
So once you've built that trust, James, and you're ready to maybe suggest an affiliate product, how do you tailor that message so it really lands? Because it's not just about, recommending any old thing, is it? It has to resonate with that super specific group.
Absolutely not, Emma. It's absolutely critical. You've got to understand their pain points, their desires, their unique language. If you're recommending, say, a new ergonomic keyboard in that speedrunning community, you wouldn't just say it's a good keyboard. You'd talk about its response time, its key travel specifically for those rapid button presses, maybe its macro capabilities for complex sequences. Do you know what I mean? It's about speaking their language.
Oh, that's brilliant. So instead of generic features, you're highlighting benefits that are like hyper relevant to their very specific use case. Like if it's a specific urban gardening group, you'd talk about how a certain light setup is perfect for small spaces and low light plants, right? Not just it's a bright light.
Precisely. And you frame it as a solution to a problem that you've probably heard them discussing. Perhaps they're struggling with wrist fatigue during long gaming sessions, or their plants aren't thriving in their small apartment. When you introduce a product, it's the natural next step in solving that very specific shared challenge. It feels less like a sales pitch and more like, hey, I found this thing that really helps with that problem we were all talking about.
So the key is listening, really, like actively listening to what the community is saying, what their needs are, what their struggles are, and then matching that with a product that actually helps.
That's it. It's market research in its purest, most human form. And because you're embedded in the community, you're not guessing. You know exactly what they need. Your recommendations become incredibly powerful because they're informed, relevant, and backed by your existing credibility within that specific group. It's a much higher conversion environment, really. Now, Emma, this approach, it isn't about hitting a quick home run. This is about building something sustainable, something long-term, and that's where the trust and authority really kick in.
Right. So you're not just popping in, dropping a link, and disappearing. You're actually cementing your place as a go-to person in that niche. Is that what you mean by authority?
Exactly. You become the resident expert or the helpful friend who genuinely contributes. And when you consistently provide value, when your recommendations genuinely solve problems, people start to actively seek your advice. They'll tag you in posts, they'll DM you questions, they'll wait to see what you recommend next. That's true authority. Do you know what I mean?
That's super powerful because then your affiliate links aren't just random suggestions. They become highly trusted endorsements. Like if James Mitchell recommends something for my weird retro gaming hobby, I'm probably going to check it out because I know you're in the trenches with me.
Precisely. And this isn't just about a one-off sale. This builds a reputation that compounds over time. People remember who helped them. They remember who gave genuine advice. This creates a loyal audience who are much more likely to convert on your recommendations because, well, you've earned their trust. It's a much more resilient and ethical way to build an affiliate business compared to, just blasting out generic review articles.
So it's less about trying to get volume with a broad net and more about like surgical precision with incredibly high trust. That sounds like a much less stressful way to do affiliate marketing too, honestly. Less chasing, more attracting.
Oh, absolutely. It's not about being the loudest, it's about being the most helpful. And that, Emma, is a mindset shift that fundamentally changes how you approach affiliate marketing, turning it into a truly sustainable, ethical, and, frankly, enjoyable business model.
Okay, James, I'm totally on board with the concept. But practically speaking, how do we actually find these micro community gold mines? Like, are there specific tools or strategies for unearthing them beyond just, stumbling upon them?
Great question, Emma. This isn't just guesswork, right? First off, start with Google, but think very specifically. Don't just search gardening forum, search hydroponic urban balcony gardening forum or vintage arcade cabinet restoration Discord. Use very long-tail keywords. You'll be surprised what surfaces.
So essentially, it's advanced Google foo, really drilling down into the niche within a niche. Okay, that makes sense. Any other tricks for finding these digital hideouts?
Absolutely. Reddit is an absolute treasure trove. Search for subreddits using those same hyper-specific keywords. The related subreddit sidebar on a niche subreddit can often lead you down a rabbit hole of even more specific communities. Also, consider specialized platforms. For instance, if you're in crafts, Etsy has communities. Gaming has specific forums or private servers beyond just Discord. LinkedIn groups can be very powerful for B2B niches too.
Oh, that's smart. Like using the platforms themselves as search engines. And what about monitoring tools once you're in? How do you keep up with the conversation without spending like 24/7 online?
For monitoring, tools like Google Alerts can be set up for very specific keywords. You can monitor brand mentions or specific problems people are discussing. And within Discord or Slack, you can often set up notifications for keywords. The key is to be proactive but not overwhelmed. You want to dip in and out, contributing meaningfully, not just consuming everything. Focus on quality over quantity in your engagement.
So it's about strategic participation, really, not just lurking, but intelligently engaging where you can add the most value. I can totally see how that would make a huge difference.
Now, Emma, one question that often comes up is, can this approach even scale? Because if you're focusing on small communities, people worry about the numbers, right? But the answer is a resounding yes, and it's also profoundly ethical.
Yeah, I was actually going to ask that. Like, if you're only targeting, say, a few hundred or 1,000 people in a super niche group, how do you actually grow your affiliate income beyond a small side hustle?
It's all about the ripple effect and diversification. You don't just find one micro community, you find 5, then 10, then 20. Each one becomes a small, high-converting revenue stream. And because you're establishing trust and authority in each, your efforts compound. Plus, the knowledge you gain from one niche often translates to another closely related one, making discovery and integration much faster.
So you're building a portfolio of these micro-community presences, essentially, and you're not just throwing spaghetti at the wall. You're intentionally selecting communities where you can genuinely contribute and where relevant products exist.
Absolutely. And the ethical aspect is paramount. Because you're providing genuine value, because your recommendations truly solve problems, you're not just making a sale. You're building a positive reputation, not just for yourself, but for affiliate marketing in general. It's about being a helpful guide, not a sneaky salesman. And that, frankly, is a much more enjoyable and sustainable business model.
That makes so much sense. It's like you're not just chasing commissions, you're building a trusted brand identity in these smaller circles. And that's something that can't really be copied by like a spammy mass marketer, can it?
Precisely. Your authenticity is your biggest moat, and that allows you to scale efficacy, building a loyal following across various micro niches, creating a much more robust and, well, future-proof affiliate business. It's powerful stuff, Emma, really.
So, James, summing this all up, it sounds like this micro community approach isn't just about finding a new way to get conversions, but it's actually about future-proofing your entire affiliate business. Is that fair to say?
Absolutely, Emma. It's incredibly fair to say. Think about it. The big, broad niches, they're always subject to algorithmic changes, intense competition, and, frankly, diminishing returns. Google updates, Facebook algorithm tweaks, they can wipe out entire businesses overnight if you're too reliant on broad generic strategies.
Yeah, I've seen that happen so many times. People put all their eggs in one basket and then boom, gone. It's terrifying, really.
Exactly. But when you build trust within deeply engaged micro-communities, you're creating direct relationships. You're not as vulnerable to those external shifts. Your audience, they'll follow you because they trust you, not just because you ranked for a keyword for a week. That's a profound difference.
So it's like you're building human connections rather than just algorithmic ones. And those human connections are way more stable and, I guess, resilient.
Precisely. And because these communities are so specific, the products you're recommending are often equally niche, meaning less competition from big brands or other affiliates. It's a blue ocean strategy within an otherwise red ocean market. You're carving out your own little, incredibly profitable pond. It transforms how you think about affiliate marketing entirely. It's not just about clicks, it's about fostering genuine connection and delivering true, impactful solutions.
Wow, that's actually incredibly inspiring, James. It takes what can feel like a really impersonal game and makes it human again. And, effective, which is the main goal, right?
Absolutely. It's about leveraging human psychology and genuine service to build a truly sustainable and profitable affiliate empire. Give it a try, you know? Start small, contribute, and watch those micro gold mines start producing. It's